Hey, Mike, I'm going to take you out of queue now, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Yep,
Hey,
board's live, so you're good to go.
are you gonna? Hey, just quick, are you gonna take me off when I get done then, or what?
Yep, I'll stick around if I'm done. Or run over here, one of the two.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Oh,
Your hometown radio station, AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield, a Seahafer broadcasting station.
Friends, we have Clover Bell Conference girls basketball tonight here on WDLB. It's the Granton Bulldogs and the Columbus Dons, and that comes your way next, right here on AM 1450 WDLB. Clover Bell Conference basketball on WDLB is sponsored by Hefco Floral Company, First Choice Credit Union, Security Health Plan, the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club, Sternweiss & Sons Incorporated, and Total Electric Service. It's Clover Bell Conference basketball on AM 1450. WDLB.
and we are ready for some more high school girls basketball tonight here on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com. Good evening, basketball fans. Mike Warren back with you from Columbus Catholic High School in Marshfield, where tonight the Columbus Dons take on the Granton Bulldogs in Eastern Clover Bell Conference girls basketball action here tonight. Well, we've got teams that are off to very different starts here this season. The Columbus Dons are off to an undefeated start, 2-0 in the Eastern Clover Bell Conference so far coming into tonight's ball game. And the Dons are, not undefeated overall. They have a 4-1 record, but again, they are undefeated in conference play thus far this season. Meanwhile, the Granton Bulldogs are struggling, and they are off to an 0 start here so far in this basketball season. Looking for their first win of the season here tonight. Going to be a tough task against this much improved Dons team over the course of their first 5 games. They have made some great strides, and in terms of getting better with each game. They did win their first 4 games and then lost to Assumption in the championship round of the Cranberry Classic last weekend in Wisconsin Rapids. The Bulldogs have lost to Spencer, Yeah, Spencer was the only game they played. I think they played one other game. I'm not sure, but they have not won yet this season. Looking for their first win of the season under new head coach Jason Stry. He is the new head girls basketball coach in Granton this year, and he was one of the many coaches who appeared on our coaches preview program last night from the Belvedere Supper Club in Marshfield. We're going to bring you part of that conversation as our pregame report continues here in just a moment. Our pregame report, a service of Marshfield Clinic. Don't just live, shine. We'll hear from Granton head basketball coach Jason Stry as our pregame report continues in just a moment.
It's that time of year again. Crisp, cool nights, holidays coming soon, and flu season. This year, Marshfield Clinic is making it easy to get your flu shot, your best protection against the effects of the flu. Just stop into one of the many Marshfield Clinic primary care locations offering flu shots. No appointment necessary. Extended hours are even available at some locations. To find participating clinic locations and their hours of operation, visit marshfieldclinic.org/flu.
When it comes to financial decisions, it's good to know that First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield has all the services needed in today's fast-paced economy. And at this time of the year, it's a good time to start a Christmas Club account. Dividends are paid quarterly, and your account will be paid out to you the first week of November, just in time for your Christmas shopping. Saving money for Christmas all year long. What a concept! First Choice Credit Union serves all who live or work in Wood, Marathon, Clark, and Portage counties and their immediate families. First Choice Credit Union. Member NCUA, an equal opportunity lender.
And welcome back to Columbus High School in Marshfield. The Columbus Dons girls basketball team takes on Granton tonight in Eastern Clover Belt Conference High School girls basketball here on WDLB. Our pregame report, a service of Marshfield Clinic. Don't just live, shine. Well, we had our high school girls basketball preview show last night at the Belvedere Supper Club on Highway 97, just north of Marshfield. Appearing on that program last night, the new Granton girls basketball coach, Jason Stry, talking to Gene Delisio about some of the girls on this year's team and how he came into the position of the new head girls basketball coach at Granton High School.
I spent a lot of years coaching younger groups. Started off with 5th and 6th grade boys 7-8 years ago now. And then since then had ran the 5th and 6th grade girls and on up through the middle school. And then was assistant head coach last year for the Granton girls high school. And then opportunity came available for the head coach position to open up today or this year. And I jumped on the opportunity.
Well, let's talk about some of these young ladies. Can you mention some of them and where they fit in this year?
Sure. Yeah. We'll start off with the two juniors that we have, Tyann Sabin and Cassidy Pongratz. They both had skipped a year or two there when in the younger ages there, and they both came out last year and filled some spots in there. And now this year here they came back also and doing well. You know, obviously when you skip a couple of years, it's always tough because there's some things that get missed that you have to work on. And but as far as the effort that they're giving us to constantly want to improve every day in practice is all that a person can ask for right now.
And so they're key members of your ball club this year. How about some of the younger players, where they fit in this year?
Sure. Yeah, we got two sophomores, Kayla Johnson and then my daughter, Elena Stry. Kayla does great in practice and in the game. Her techniques, the ball fakes, the drives, the willingness to learn, all that kind of stuff. She does a great job with that kind of thing. Definitely a very teachable person. Elena does really well. She's the tallest one on our team. Chosen by the team as team captain along with one of our freshmen. That was one thing that when it came to team captains, I did not want to make that decision. I wanted the team themselves to pick out the leaders of the group, and that's who they had chosen was Elena as a sophomore and Rhiannon Reimer as a freshman. But Elena does very well down in the post. She's working hard to improve all through the summer. She's constantly working on her moves. And just a little bit of confidence there that she needs to work on. When she misses a shot or does something wrong, she gets a little bit upset with herself. And we just got to keep telling her that everybody makes mistakes, and just keep going and doing what you're doing, and definitely showing some very good improvement. We have 4 freshmen that had come up. As I mentioned, Rhiannon Reimer, chosen by the team again as one of the team captains this year. Very good ball handler. She's a good shooter from outside. We've had, in the past middle school ages, she's done very well for the team as a leader at that time. So I was not surprised when I saw that the team had chosen her as one of the captains to help lead the team. Her attitude is very well. Keeps strong throughout the game, no matter what the score is. She's always constantly pushing and keeping the other girls motivated. We have Jaden Gardner, very fast girl. I'm very impressed with how she's playing this year, giving me a great effort. She's quick on her feet. She's a real small girl, but she gets in and gets the rebounds. Michaela Kleiman's another one, very small, 5'2", maybe 5'4", very little. But in the middle school groups, those 2 girls were ranked really high on the rebounders for the team, because any loose ball, anytime that ball is moving, they're going after it. They're really eager to get after that ball. And then my last freshman is Hannah Walter. Hannah's a real tall girl, good, strong, got a lot of potential underneath there. As we mentioned before, coming into this season, we knew it was going to be a tough battle. And when we got into the first game this year, we had some beginning jitters pretty bad. We had to work through, and once we got the jitters out of them and started to calm down and relax and set things up and run it like they're supposed to, that's where we started to get our points. But it was definitely a lot higher pace than what they were even expecting, and they knew it was going to be coming into it. So
that's always going to be an issue, especially with Granton. If you're playing several freshmen, to have them just walk in there and play varsity ball is always a tough challenge, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And that's the new girls Granton basketball coach, Jason Stry, appearing on our WDLB Coaches Show last night from the Belvedere Supper Club in Marshfield. As we get set for game time, Granton and Columbus tonight here on AM 1450 WDLB. Stay with us. More of our pregame report after this.
Hi, this is Liz from HEFCO Floral Company in Marshfield, inviting you to attend our annual holiday showcase and Poinsettia Festival going on all through this week. Besides our largest selection of all the newest, lush Wisconsin-grown poinsettias, fresh from the greenhouse, our store is decked out with everything else you'll need to get your home and office ready for the holiday season, and it's all 10% off. That's HEFCO's Holiday Showcase and Poinsettia Fest going on this week at HEFCO Floral, City Hall Plaza, Marshfield. There's no place like HEFCO's, and HEFCO.com for the holidays.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by your team at Security Health Plan, the same team who provides outstanding health care coverage to families and businesses of all sizes throughout Wisconsin. Health insurance was created because we worry. Security was created so you don't have to. Security Health Plan. Great plans for every stage of this game called life. To learn more, visit securityhealth.org.
You know a good teammate when you see one. Hardworking, reliable, and most of all, someone who knows that success is best achieved when people work together. At Ministry St. Joseph's Hospital, we work with all of our patients as a team to make the best decisions for their health. That's why we're proud to sponsor Columbus High School Dons Sports, because the world needs more great teams. Get to know us better at ministryhealth.org. Ministry Healthcare. Knowing you better means treating you better.
The Marshfield Tiger Booster Club congratulates former Tiger softball standout Andy Varsho, on being named the head softball coach at UW-Platteville. Andy assisted in the softball program at Wisconsin last year. Also played pro softball and worked at Auburn University after ending her college career at Purdue. Congratulations again to Platteville softball coach Andy Varsho of Marshfield from the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club.
All right, the pep band here at Columbus Catholic High School in Marshfield getting us set for basketball here tonight on WDLB. We've got the starting lineups coming now as we send things down courtside to our public address announcer here at Columbus High School in Marshfield. Joe Byrell will have the starting lineups for tonight's game between Granton and Columbus High School here in Marshfield tonight.
And now the starting lineup for the Granton Bulldogs. At 4 to 5'7" sophomore, number 5, Elena Stride. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 10, Cassidy Pankratz. At guard, a 5'5" freshman, number 11, Jaden Gardner. At guard, a 5'6" freshman, number 14, Rhiannon Reimer. And at 4 to 5'6" sophomore, number 32, Kayla Johnson. The Bulldogs are coached by Jason Strye and assisted by Max Opel.
All right, the starting five for the Granton Bulldogs here tonight. Now, Joe will give us the starting lineup for the Columbus Dons of Marshfield.
Dons Nation, get on your feet for the starting lineup of your Columbus Dons. At guard, a 5'5" junior, number 3, Morgan Albrecht. At guard, a 5'5" senior, number 5, Bailey Nider. At forward, a 6'1" senior, number 12, Kendra Kiki Byrell. At forward, a 5'8" senior, number 21, Natalie Pasfahala. And at 4 to 5'9", junior number 31, Marissa Emmerfall. The Dons are coached by Rhonda Kading and assisted by Eric Stratman, John Albrecht, and Arnie Neubauer.
All right, those are the starting lineups for tonight's teams here. Eastern Clover Bell Conference girls basketball tonight for you here on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com. The Dons in their home white uniforms with the navy blue lettering and numerals. The Granton Bulldogs in their black uniforms with orange lettering and numerals with white trim. And the ball is in the air. It's tipped to the Columbus Dons. Kendra Byrell, a mismatch in there in center circle with Elena Stride, the sophomore, and right off the bat, a shot from the top of the key. No good, but Byrell with the rebound down low in the putback, and the Dons have grabbed an early 2-0 lead here in this one tonight. Bulldogs to our right, front court to our right now after the opening tip went to the Dons, and they got a basket. I think it was Bailey Nider who took the shot from the top of the key, and was a miss from the top. And now the ball goes out of bounds. I think Cassidy Pongratz lost that one out of bounds on the near wing here to our right. And so the Dons will get it right back, already leading 2-0 in this one here tonight. Dons have it front court to our left. High post for Byro. Oh, she shoots off the window and in from there and knocks it down. Kendra goes glass, and she's got the first 4 for the Dons, who now put on a backcourt press. And Coach Stry wants to take a quick timeout to talk about things. I don't know if he was expecting that or not. And so he takes a quick timeout to maybe reset and coach his kids up a little bit here. Maybe not expecting the backcourt trap by the Dons. And just like that, Coach Stry wants to quickly talk things over here. Just underway, 4-0, an early lead for the Columbus Dons of Marshfield. Eastern Clover Bell Conference girls basketball tonight on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com. Glad you're with us for this one here tonight on WDLB. So the Bulldogs will have the ball as they inbound on the near wing in the backcourt. And Pongratz takes the inbounds pass from Kayla Johnson. They start a pair of freshmen, a pair of sophomores, and a junior. They don't have a senior on this team. Here's a shot from the near wing. A long 2 by Johnson, no good. Rebounded by Albrecht. She's on the run out the other way, and she'll take it down and lay it in for 2. Morgan Albrecht grabs the board and Dons deep pass by the Bulldogs, and now the Dons get it right back. And Paspahala for 3 from the right elbow, no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds to the Bulldogs with 16:22 remaining in half number 1 here tonight. Here comes Pongratz, Cassidy a junior. She'll walk it up the floor and across the 10-second line to our right, picked up by Bailey Niter. Now near wing for Johnson. KJ on the near wing. Up top for Gardner. Back to Johnson on the near wing, guarded by Immerfall. Inside now for Stry. Elena over Byro. No, it was blocked, but I think Kendra got a piece of her, and she did. Elena Stry, probably the most athletic kid on this team, will be at the free throw line now shooting a pair for the Bulldogs. Elena Stry at the line. And the first one is good. Nice form on the free throw by the sophomore, the daughter of the head coach, Jason Stry, in his first year as the Bulldogs head coach. And now the second one here for Stry, and that one is no good. And the rebound falls to Immerfall, and the Dons have it back to our left. 2 minutes gone by, 6-1 Columbus. Down low for Immerfall, left side baseline jumper, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Rhiannon Reimer, the freshman. Reimer, very athletic, not a tall kid, but very athletic. And now a steal by Paspahala. Nope, gets away from her. Gardner tracks it down. She lost the ball, picked up by Kendra Byrol, and the Dons have it right back going the other way. Albrecht on the right elbow, back on top for Byrol. Now near side Paspahala, Niter in the near corner for a long 2, no good. And the rebound went out of bounds in the far corner to our left. Out of bounds to, I believe, Columbus. As Zoe Stratman and Marin Seafluth will check in for the Dons, and Immerfall and Albrecht will check out. It'll be Seafluth who will inbound on the far wing to our left. Gets it into Natalie Paspahala on the right elbow. High post for Byrol. Back to Nat on the right wing. Natalie back to Kendra in the lane. Shoots. No good. Rebound grabbed by Stratman, and she'll keep it alive for Columbus. And then Stratman stepped on the end line. She went out of bounds, unaware of how close she was to that out of bounds line. And Zoe will commit the turnover, and Granton gets the ball back. Bulldogs trail 6-1 here. 3 minutes gone by in the opening half. Stry on the near wing, guarded by Byrol. Stry trying to go baseline. It's not there. She'll try to kick it up top. No, it's picked off by Stratman. Outlet to Paspahala, and the Dons back to our left. Paspahala will fire a 3 from the top. No good. Rebound Seafluth, and she'll keep it alive for Columbus. High post for Byrol. Kendra shoots from there. No good again. And the rebound grabbed by Pongratz. Here come the Bulldogs back to our right. 14 and a half to go in half number 1. Now Gardner has it up top for Johnson. KJ steps up and dribbles. Nope, traveled. I think she was thinking dribble penetration there, trying to get around Stratman, and could probably get by her too. She's probably the better athlete, but she walked with the ball. Another unforced error there. Now the Bulldogs have gone zone, 2-3 zone defense. Let's see what the Dons do with this defense here. High post for Paspahala from the left side. No good. Byral underneath with the putback. The rebound and the putback. Byral has 6 early points, and it's an 8-1 Dons lead. Bulldogs back to our right. Now Gardner tried to hit Pongratz on a little give and go, and Pongratz couldn't find the ball, but the Dons could, and they have it back to our left. Snyder on top. Near corner, Stratman looking inside for Byral. And she gets it. Now she'll step out for it and kick it over to Seafluth in the far corner. Now Paspahala on the right elbow. Back on top for Kendra. In the lane, Stratman. Turnaround jumper, no good. Stride with the rebound. Outlet to Johnson, who gives it up to Pongratz. And the Bulldogs have it back to our right. 13:20 left in the half. Now Gardner up top for Johnson. Left side for Reimer. Rhiannon dribbles up to the top. Now comes to the near side. Trying to get around a screen from Stry, and then Stry gets it back. Ball knocked away from her. Tracked down by Gardner. Back to Elena. Out near the 10-second line. High post for Johnson. Johnson back up top. Stry for 3. Short. Rebound tipped around, and it went out of bounds to the Bulldogs. And now we have subs for the Dons here. Looks like Immerfall and Albrecht come back in. Haley Rail will check in for the first time tonight as well. And we also see Katie Hall, a sophomore, off the bench. Bulldogs have the ball. Reimer inbounding. And they get it to Walter in the far corner, but it's picked off by Albrecht, or taken away by Albrecht, who then traveled on the breakout. As Hannah Walter, a freshman, checks in for the Bulldogs, and she's their biggest kid on the team. She's got all of the length and size and an inside post presence to match up with Immerfall. And now Albrecht went for a steal on Reimer at the top of the key. They will call a jump ball, and possession arrow belongs to the Bulldogs here. Johnson to inbound on the near wing, front court to our right. Johnson nowhere to go with it. She gets it into Walter just before the violation. Back to Johnson now on the near wing. Now Reimer on the left side, guarded by Albrecht. Reimer puts the ball on the floor and then has it stolen by Rail. Haley on the breakout the other way. She's got a 1-on-2. No, she's got Albrecht trailing, gets it to Morgan, who lays it in for 2, and the Dons have grabbed a 10-1 lead. Here come the Bulldogs back to our right. 12 minutes to go in the half now. The Dons in control of this one, leading by 9. Now they put on a half-court trap, and Reimer's in trouble. Tries to get it to Johnson in the far corner. Ball on the floor. Johnson dives on it, and it's still on the floor. And Hall reaches down, picks it up. Outlet pass to Albrecht, and the Dons have it going the other way. Albrecht down low for Immerfall. Backdoor cut for Seafluth. She'll pick it up and go baseline now to the rim. Oh, blocked by Stry. Nice block by Elena. She swats that one out of there, and the Bulldogs get it right back. 11.5 to go before halftime. Bulldogs back to our right. Johnson on the left elbow, guarded by Albrecht. Johnson down low for Stry. The ball got past her and went out of bounds. It was tipped, I believe, by Hall. It'll be the Bulldogs' ball. Now they're going to give Columbus a timeout here. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. And more basketball here in just a moment.
Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix division is on the ground floor of construction projects like buildings, basements, driveways, floors, sidewalks, patios for businesses and homes. Now that winter is here, Sternweiss & Sons is ready to do your Ready Mix project with heating agents for cold temperatures. They can help you with colored concrete as well. And remember, although concrete is durable, avoid using de-icers that disintegrate surfaces. Contact Sternweiss & Sons for advice on pouring and proper care of your concrete. Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix division in Marshfield on Wren Road at their block division, 400 East Arnold, and sternweissondsons.com.
All right, following the timeout, the Bulldogs will have the ball front court to our right with 11:19 remaining in half number 1 here at Columbus High School in Marshfield tonight. So following the Dons timeout, Bulldogs ball. Rhiannon Reimer inbounding, baseline, throws it high out top for Kayla Johnson, a sophomore. Now Stride gets it on the right elbow, guarded by Seafluth. Elena goes left wing now for Reimer. Reimer now dribbles to the top of the key, now comes to the near side to Stry in the high post, down low for Walter, and a little too much contact down low, and Walter is fouled as the Bulldogs finally work the ball inside a little bit. They do have a post presence there with the freshman Hannah Walter. It's a non-shooting foul on Marissa Immerfall. Now the Bulldogs inbounding baseline. Stry gets it on the near wing. Stry dribbles to the top of the key now. Hands off to Gardner. Now to Reimer in the near corner. Inside for Walter. Walter spins around Immerfall, goes to the basket. Oh, she traveled. Boy, I thought it was a good move. Good step around move by the freshman Walter. Boy, if she perfects that move, she's got a great step around the defender. I thought she had it, but she was called for traveling, and the Dons get it back. Hall now, top of the key. Far corner, Albrecht for 3. Around and down for Albrecht. Morgan knocks down her third shot of the ball game, and she has 7 points. The Dons lead 13-1. Bulldogs now coming front court to our right and trying to make a long pass to Stry, and Elena couldn't track it down. It went out of bounds to Marshfield Columbus. Zoe Stratman back into the ball game now for the Dons. Morgan Albrecht walks it up across the 10-second line. Near wing for Hall. Katie high post to Marissa. Far side back to Albrecht in the far corner. Inside Immerfall. Over Stry and in for 2. Marissa has her first basket of the ball game. And the Dons have jumped out to a 14-point lead with 10 to play in the half. And now a steal by Hall at the top of the key. Katie on the breakout the other way with the left hand. Off the window and in for the sophomore, Katie Hall. And the Dons lead 17-1. 9.5 to go before halftime. And the Bulldogs throw it away. Boy, there was a pass by Reimer, an errant pass. She was trying to get it to the far corner, and nobody was there except for the wall. So the Dons get it right back now, and Albrecht again across the 10-second line, near wing for Katie Hall. Hall dribbles to the top of the key, back to Albrecht in the far corner, along 2, along that right baseline, no good, and Walter grabs the rebound for the Bulldogs. They have it back to our right. Bulldogs have it to our right. I see Michaela Kleiman, a freshman, is out there now. Walter in the lane puts up a shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Reimer, and the Bulldogs keep it alive. Reimer dribbles to the top of the key, guarded by Rail. Rail reaches in, trying to take the ball away, and she does. Just reached in there and took it away. Outlet pass to Stratman. Now Rail in the near corner. Inside Immerfall, steps around Walter. Hook shot, good. Oh, nice move by Marissa Immerfall, who, by the way, needs 18 points to hit 300 for her Dons career tonight. So we'll see. Here come the Bulldogs back to our right. Kleiman, top of the key, guarded by Stratman. Kleiman, not a real tall kid. I don't know if she's even 5 feet tall. They don't have the heights on the roster, but now there was a turnover by the Bulldogs, and I believe trying to get it back, Kleiman commits the reach-in foul. Speedy kid, but just real short. Here come the Dons back to our left now. Rail on the far wing inside. Immerfall blocked by Stry. All but Zoe Stratman there to grab the loose ball. And the Dons keep it alive to our left. Rail in the far corner. Now inside for Stratman. Out to Albrecht on the far wing. Long 2, no good. And it's Kleiman, the shortest kid out there, who grabs the rebound. She's got it back to our right with just under 8 to play in the half. Johnson on the near wing, guarded by Rail. Johnson now dribbles to the high post, hands off to Reimer there. Reimer comes near side now, puts on the brakes and tries to find an open teammate. Now she's in trouble, got to get rid of the ball, and I believe it's 5 seconds. It is. Good job defensively by the Dons there, forcing the turnover. Boy, Reimer picked up her dribble and had nowhere to go with the basketball, and the Dons force another Bulldogs turnover. With 7.5 to go before halftime here at Columbus High School. And now Bailey Niter back into the ball game for Marshfield Columbus. Kendra Byrell out there as well. Paspahala back in. Byrell gets it right away in the lane. She puts up a shot. She's bumped and fouled on the play. That'll be a shooting foul, and so Kendra will be at the line shooting 2. She was fouled by Elena Stry. Number 1 on Elena. And Byrell's first one off the front of the rim, no good. She'll get one more here. And the second one here, that one is good. 7.5 to go before halftime. Now a 20-1 Dons lead. Bulldogs have it to our right. Walter on the left wing to our right. Walter trying to dribble in on Byrell. Puts up a shot off the glass, no good. Byrell tips the rebound around and loses it. Tracked down by Kleiman, who puts up a jumper in the lane, no good. Stry saves it before it goes out of bounds. Now there's a battle for it. Stratman comes out of there with it. And then Coach Kading wants a timeout. With 7 minutes remaining in the half, it's the Dons 20, Granton 1. More basketball from Columbus after this.
Every team needs the right connection to succeed. The same thing applies to your home or business. If something doesn't seem quite right, don't play amateur repair person. Contact Total Electric Service of Marshfield at 384-3311. Total Electric offers a 24-hour emergency service for residential, commercial, farm, and industrial jobs. Total Electric Service, the name says it all. Total service for all of your electric contracting needs. 384-3311.
If you've been rushing around looking for that perfect gift, look no further than Marshfield Book and Stationery. Get 40% off office desks, chairs, file cabinets, and for a unique gift, pick up adult coloring supplies, including coloring books, pencils, markers, and art supplies. Or other great gift ideas like puzzles, learning games, dice cups, photo albums, and scrapbooks, recipe cards, and binders. Gifts for all. McMillan Street, Marshfield.
This Eastern lead Granton. Ball from Pahala on the right elbow. High post for Kendra Byrell now. Byrell, near wing, Niter. Skips it over to Paspahala. Ball tipped away and grabbed by Walter. She's on the breakout going the other way. Walter, the freshman out there, trying to fight past Byrell. Kendra's not going to let her get by her. Now they try to get it to Kleiman on the far wing, and the ball went past her and out of bounds to Columbus. Another Granton turnover. Boy, if Hannah Walter could get maybe a little more aggressive off the dribble, should be real tough to stop trying to get to the rim. Now the Dons throw it away on their end of the floor, and so the Bulldogs will get it right back, trailing 20-1. With just over 6 to play in half number 1 here tonight. Kleiman walks it up across the 10-second line to our right for the Bulldogs. Hands it off to Gardner there. Jaden gives it to Walter in the high post. Now Johnson on the left wing, guarded by Paspahala. Johnson looking inside. Boy, they don't like to dribble there. A lot of passing without dribbling the ball. Inside to Stry, poked away by Niter. Out of bounds to Granton. Well, you see the Bulldogs really not using their dribble all that well. Kleiman now to toss it in for the Bulldogs. To Stry in the near corner. Elena dribbles to the top of the key to reset things now. Down low for Walter. Ball got away from her, and Kendra Byrell right there to grab the loose ball. Here come the Dons now. Stratman on the near wing to our left. Trying to get it into Byrell. Now Kendra steps out for it and gets it over to Seafluth on the right elbow. Marin goes back out top for Kendra. Kiki looking inside, nothing there. Now goes down the lane. Oh, Stratman backdoor cut to the rim, no good, but there is a whistle, and Zoe was bumped and fouled, and she'll be at the free throw line with 5:16 before halftime. Foul is on Kayla Johnson. That's number 1 on her. And Zoe hits the first free throw. She'll get one more. 21-1 now as Katie Hall comes back in for the Dons. And so does Rail. And Zoe's second foul shot, that one is good as well. A pair of free throws for Zoe Stratman. And Columbus now leads 22-1 with 5 minutes left before halftime. Bulldogs have it to our right. High post for Walter. Backs down Immerfall to the rim, no good. Good move there though. Rebound by the Dons. Rail, a long pass up ahead for Albrecht. Morgan can't handle it. Stolen by Stry, then taken away by Rail. She puts up a shot and is fouled. Boy, great defense. Rail hanging around after Albrecht lost the ball. So now Rail will be at the line. That was a shooting foul. And the foul was on Gardner. And Haley knocks down the first foul shot. She'll get one more. That makes it a 23-1 game. Second foul shot by Rail, no good. Walter with the rebound. Outlet pass to Pongratz. And here come the Bulldogs trying to get some offense going here now with just under 5 to play before halftime. Walter gets in the high post trying to put a Albrecht in the now Hall again. Possession arrow belongs to Columbus with 4:11 before halftime. So they had a little three-man game going over there with Immerfall and Albrecht and Hall, and they couldn't connect. Now Hall gets it top of the key after the Dons inbound. Albrecht, far corner, long two, no good. Rebound grab by Immerfall. She lost the ball. It's on the floor now. Albrecht chases it down on the far wing. Out top to Rail. Down low to Stratman. Over Stry. No good. Walter grabs the rebound. Now she's in trouble. Albrecht and Stratman, going after the ball. They reach in and commit the foul. I didn't see who got it. It was Morgan, a little too aggressive there. So Albrecht commits the foul. Non-shooting foul. That's number 2 on Morgan. So the Bulldogs have it coming full length of the floor to our right, trailing 23-1. Dons with the big lead. Pass into the high post for Stry. Hall reaches from behind to go for the ball and commits the reach-in foul. Head to Rail. Line for the foul, by the way, was on Elena Stry, her second. Immerfall comes out now, and into the ballgame for Columbus is Taylor Tolpe. Rail's second foul shot, that one no good. Rebound grabbed by Stry and then tipped to Walter. Walter has it for Granton, and the Bulldogs have it to our right, trailing Marshfield Columbus 23-1. Reimer has it, top of the key. Hands it off to Pongratz, who shoots, no good. Long two. Rebound grabbed by, is that Mackenzie Hansen, who's into the ball game now for the Dons. Hansen gets it in the high post. Kicks it over to Rail on the right elbow. Back near side for Katie Hall. Down low, Stratman. Nice pass inside. Stratman is there. Had great position on the inside. A great feed into the post, and Stratman puts it in for 2 more, and the Dons lead 25-1. Bulldogs back to our right now. Pass for Kleiman is knocked away. Ball on the floor. Coach Stry calls a timeout as Pongratz pounces on the ball. 2:34 left in the first half. More basketball after this.
Paget Equipment Company, a division of JBL International, specializing in stainless steel fabrication worldwide, and a proud backer of Marshfield area youth programs and activities. The folks at Paget Equipment support healthy company. It helps prepare youth for life, teaching them important concepts like teamwork and fair play. Important in athletics, important in business, important in life. Paget Equipment, a strong backer of the youth of Marshfield, urging you to get involved with school-related activities.
All right, back here at Columbus High School in Marshfield, the Columbus Dons with a big lead over Granton, 25-1, 2.5 to play before halftime. And Mike Warren with you here at Columbus Catholic High School in Marshfield. The Bulldogs, following the timeout, have the ball to our right. Trying to get it inside for Walter. Up over Mackenzie Hansen, and puts up a shot, no good, but she's bumped and fouled. And so a great job by Walter to get to the free throw line there. Hansen, a younger player, not too disciplined yet. So Walter now at the line. And the first one is good. Bulldogs finally on the board once again. And the second foul shot by Walter is good. She knocks down both free throws. It's now 25-3 as Columbus gets the ball back to our left with 2:20 left before halftime. And the Dons, Hansen, high post, tries to make a pass to Stratman down low. Zoe picks it up. Ball knocked around a little bit now. Back to Stratman down low to the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, jump ball, possession Bulldogs. Well, Stratman and Hansen have to talk out there. They were both fighting each other along with, I believe, Stry. And they kind of canceled each other out a little bit. I think if just one had gone for it, they would have had it. So the Bulldogs have it to our right now, trailing 25-3. Here's Pongratz. Inside for Walter. Over Hansen to the rim, no good. Gets her own rebound. Back up and no good again. Rebound tipped around. Grabbed by Pongratz up and in. Cassidy Pongratz hanging around the basket. Grabs a big offensive rebound and turns it into 2 points. Now the Dons on the other end. Inside for Hansen. Ball knocked away and stolen by Bulldogs. Have it back to our right with 90 seconds in the half. Here's Kleiman on the near wing. She traveled with the ball. Michaela Kleiman, a freshman off the Granton bench. They have 4 freshmen on this team. 4 of their 7 players tonight are freshmen. Dons have the ball back to our left. Katie Hall, top of the key. High post for Hansen. McKenzie comes to Bailey Niter on the near wing. Up top for Tolpe. Taylor gets it to Hall on the far wing. Inside for Hansen. Kicks it to Niter on the left wing. Bailey pops a 2 and knocks it down. Bailey's first shot of the ball game, and it's 27-5 with a minute to go before the half. Here come the Bulldogs back to our right. Pongratz on the near wing, guarded by Bailey Niter. High post for Walter. Hands off to Kleiman. Near side for Pongratz now, guarded by Niter. Over to Stry, no, picked off by Hall. Katie on the breakout. To the rim on the other end. Boy, she slams into Gardner. No, that was Reimer. And Reimer picks up the foul. And that'll put Hall at the foul line for the first time tonight for the Columbus Dons. First one is good. Hall has 3 points off the bench as a sophomore tonight. A lot of these underclassmen are going to get some playing time here tonight. Second one from Hall, no good. The rebound grabbed by Tolpe. The Dons grab an offensive board after the missed free throw by Katie Hall. Now Rail in the near corner to Hall. High post for Mackenzie Hansen. Niter now on the right elbow. Back up top for Taylor Tolpe. Tolpe has it between the circles. Hall on the near wing. Hansen high post. They're playing for one final shot for the buzzer. Tolpe has it top of the key with 9. Hall on the left elbow. High post now here tonight at Columbus Catholic High School in Marshfield. Well, the Granton Bulldogs severely overmatched here tonight, and that's how it's going to be in most games for them. A younger program, and four freshmen. 4 of the 7 players suiting up tonight for the Bulldogs are freshmen, so they're young, but they're scrappy, and boy, no lack of effort on the part of the Bulldogs here tonight. But it's been all Marshfield Columbus, and they lead here at the halftime break, 28-5, our halftime score here this evening. You're listening to coverage of Eastern Clover Bell Conference girls basketball on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com. Mike Warren with you from Columbus High School in Marshfield. And again, our halftime score, Marshfield Columbus 28 and the Granton Bulldogs 5. Stay with us. We'll have a summary of the first half on our halftime report next on WDLB.
In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish-authorized retailer, Selk Electronics, with folks right here in your neighborhood to tell you the honest truth. Dish simply costs less for the very same channels for your home or your business. Dish and Selk Electronics have it at a reasonable price with old-fashioned service. Believe it. Call Selk Electronics at 715-683-2558 today and experience an expert who's happy to answer all your questions, whatever they may be. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
The Butterburger is made of just 3 cuts of fresh Midwest beef. Nothing more, nothing less. It reminds me of the good old days when we first opened Culver's. We would call up the butcher shop and we'd buy our beef from there each and every day.
You can't get any fresher than that.
Well, today we still get fresh beef into our restaurants. We don't skimp on the quality of our beef. The Culver's Butterburger.
Craig, that is one great burger.
Culver's, Central and Upham in Marshfield.
Welcome to Delicious.
Save big on gas and more at Baltus Bread and Butter Shops in Central Wisconsin. Join the Rapid Rewards program today. Earn big points by visiting one of the Baltus Oil locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Wisconsin Rapids. Pick up a free Rapid Rewards member card. Register your card at baltusrewards.com/register. Just for signing up, you are automatically registered to win great prizes awarded throughout each month.
You always get more at Baltus.
Hi, I'm here to encourage you to not let hearing loss get in your way this holiday season. Don't let the enjoyment of holiday celebrations be muffled this year. If you or someone you love don't hear like they should, call the Hearing House, where you get all of the latest technology with old-fashioned service. After a thorough hearing assessment, with your help, we will find a solution based on your needs and within your budget. Every purchase at the Hearing House includes a money-back guarantee and a free lifetime service agreement. We have demo hearing aids you can try on right in the office. If you already have hearing aids, bring them in and we will clean them for you. The Hearing House proudly serves Central Wisconsin with offices in Marshfield, Wausau, Colby, and Neillsville. You deserve the gift of hearing. So call the Hearing House at 384-4700 and let's make your house a hearing house.
All right, back here on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com. Mike Warren with you from Columbus Catholic High School in Marshfield tonight. The Columbus Dons girls basketball team leading the Granton Bulldogs here at the halftime break, 28-5, our halftime score here this evening. Just a reminder, we've got more basketball tomorrow night here on WDLB. The Marshfield Tiger boys basketball team on the road at De Pere. Game time 7:15, and our broadcast of that one begins at 7 o'clock tomorrow night right here on WDLB. Coming up on Sunday afternoon, we've got Marquette basketball. The Marquette men are at Georgia, and our coverage of Marquette basketball gets underway Sunday afternoon at 12:30 right here on AM 1450. By the way, I want to remind you about our boys basketball preview show next Wednesday night at the Belvedere Supper Club on Highway 97 north of Marshfield. We'll talk about high school boys basketball here in central Wisconsin as some area coaches stop by and talk about high school boys basketball on our boys basketball preview show next Wednesday night from the Belvedere Supper Club on Highway 97. We have the girls program last night, so both of the coaches in tonight's game were out there. Jason Strive from Granton and Rhonda Kading from Marshfield Columbus, both appearing on that program last night to stop by and talk a little bit about their teams and their seasons so far, and about who are some of these student athletes on these teams. And that's what these coaches do on these programs. We always enjoy that and have a real good time with the area coaches. Got to meet some of the new coaches last night in the area, including Jason Strive from the Granton Bulldogs program. Also, Ron Klein is the new girls basketball coach at Pittsville High School this season. He was kind enough to stop by and spend some time with us. And let's see, I'm trying to think who else was out there last night. Randy Rao from Colby was out there on the program last night. And Tammy Christofferson from the Stratford program. She was just up the road, so she came down, short trip down 97 and stopped by to say hi on the program as well. And a few others that I'm missing. I think I'm just trying to think. Boy, such a long time ago, 24 hours ago. Trying to think who else was on the program. But we also had taped interviews with a number of coaches, including Heidi Michaels from Marshfield, Betty Ermansky from the Edgar program, and a few others, including Al Goodman back for another year with the Owen Withy girls program. They are in action up at Owen Withy High School tonight, and they are taking on the Spencer Rockets. And, that was who, Brian Abel was out there last night as well. So Brian Abel and the Rockets up at Owen Withy taking on the Blackhawks tonight. That game, by the way, can be heard on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield. Well, to recap the first half scoring in this one, the Columbus Dons led by Morgan Albrecht and Kendra Byrell, each with 7 points. And then Marissa Immerfall and Zoe Stratman each had 4. 3 points for Katie Hall, including 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Katie in the ball game so far. And let's see who else. 2 points for Bailey Niter. And 1 point for Haley Rail. She went 1 of 3 from the free throw line in that first half. The Bulldogs were led by Cassidy Pongratz and Hannah Walter, each with 2, and then Elena Stry with 1. 28-5, the Dons have the 23-point lead here at the halftime break. Stay with us. We've got second half action from Columbus here in Marshfield in just a moment.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. This is Dean from the Electric Department at Marshfield Utilities. We wish you the best of the season and happiness throughout the coming year. We'll keep the lights on and the water running so you can enjoy the holidays. Have a safe and happy holiday season from all of us at Marshfield Utilities, your local community-owned utility.
Happy holidays. This is Melissa from Marshfield Utilities. We wish you every happiness this holiday season and throughout the coming year. As always, it is a pleasure to serve you. Happy holidays from all of us at Marshfield Utilities, your local community-owned utility.
AM
1450,
WDLB. Reliable, and most of all, someone who knows that success is best achieved when people work together. At Ministry St. Joseph's Hospital, we work with all of our patients as a team to make the best decisions for their health. That's why we're proud to sponsor Columbus High School Dons Sports, because the world needs more great teams. Get to know us better at ministryhealth.org. Ministry Healthcare. Knowing you better means treating you better.
When you think about it, investing is more than just money. You're trying to achieve something important for you or your family. That goal could be a comfortable retirement, college, or protecting your family. But here's a real question. What's important to you? Hi, I'm Randy Gershman, your Marshfield Edward Jones financial advisor. Setting a specific, realistic goal is the first step, and I can help. Contact me today at 715-387-8662. See for yourself how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
When times are good in agriculture, everyone claims to be an ag bank. At Citizen State Bank of Loyal, we are an ag bank for all times, dedicated to the long-term financial success of our farmers. That commitment to agriculture has been our way of life for 105 years. Why we are involved in a number of farm organizations, why we have expanded our ag staff, and why we will be here for this generation and the future generations on your family's farm. Citizen State Bank of Loyal, Granton, Neelsville, Spencer, and Marshfield. We finance Wisconsin's agriculture.
All right, back here at Columbus High School in Marshfield, the Columbus Dons, the fans are on their feet enjoying this one here tonight. Their girls team putting on quite a show, leading the Granton Bulldogs 28-5 as we start second half action here tonight on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com. Mike Warren with you from Columbus High School in Marshfield tonight. The Dons have the lead 28-5, and they have the ball as we start second half action here tonight. The Dons have it front court to our right and leading 28-5 of the Granton Bulldogs. Eastern Clover Bell Conference girls basketball tonight. And the Dons work it inside to Kendra Byrol, and she knocks down a little turnaround jumper down low around the basket. And just like that, the Dons pick up where they left off in the first half, and they've now jumped out to a 25-point lead in the first 20 seconds of the second half here tonight. Granton Bulldogs now have the ball front court to our left for the first time here in the second half. Jaden Gardner, a freshman out there. On the right wing now for Cassidy Pongratz. Dribbles into the lane, has it knocked away and stolen by Morgan Albrecht, who gets it up ahead to Natalie Paspahala. Natalie traveled with the ball and gives it right back to the Bulldogs. So it'll be Rhiannon Reimer, another freshman on this team, inbounding it to Pongratz. Cassidy across the 10-second line. Picks up her dribble. High post for Elena Stry, a sophomore. Elena will turn and shoot from there. No good. Good look. Just wouldn't fall. Byrol there for the rebound. And Kendra, outlet pass to Morgan Albrecht. Over to Bailey Niter on the left wing. Now Natalie Paspahala back to Byrol in the high post. Now near corner for Albrecht. Albrecht tries to dribble past Pongratz, and she's tripped up. That'll be a foul on Cassidy Pongratz. So the Dons, and it was a non-shooting foul on Pongratz, number 1 on Cassidy. So the Dons inbound front court to our right. Now Albrecht in the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Paspahala with the rebound, put back, no good. Rebound grab by Gardner. Outlet pass to Pongratz. Here come the Bulldogs back to our left. 30-5. It's been all Columbus here in this one tonight. Now a long two from the right wing for Rhiannon Reimer, and the freshman steps up and knocks down a big shot for the Bulldogs. That is their second field goal of the ball game. Dons have it back to our right. Paspahala on the left elbow to Bailey Niter in the far corner. To Immerfall underneath. Marissa moving well without the ball. She found an opening, and they found her with the ball. And Marissa knocks it down from the left block down low underneath the basket. Her third basket of the night. It's now 32-7. Bulldogs have it back to our left. Here's Pongratz on the far wing, and she'll dribble baseline. She tries to go past Kendra Byrol, and the ball went off of Byrol's shoe out of bounds to Granton as Zoe Stratman checks in for Byrol now, and Marin Seafluth is in there for Paspahala. Bulldogs inbounding. Front court to our left. Reimer's got it on the far wing. Reimer guarded by Seafluth. Kind of in the short corner over there. And now Pass out to the top of the key. Oh, it got by Gardner and went into the backcourt. That's an over and back on the Bulldogs. Boy, I think one of the key things for the Bulldogs, they pick up their dribble so quickly. Either that or they just don't use it at all, and they are looking to pass a little too quickly in their possessions. And so maybe if they just work the perimeter a little bit and use that dribble, maybe they would have some a little more success here. Seafluth down the lane, puts up a shot, no good, gets her own rebound, then gets fouled. And so Mirren Seafluth at the line. That's a foul on Kayla Johnson, I believe. And the first foul shot here from Mirren is around and down for Seafluth, the sophomore, with her first point of the ball game. Number 1 on Johnson. Second one is also good. Seafluth with 2 points, her first 2 of the ball game. 34-7 now with 15 to play in regulation. By the way, the Blackhawks are leading Spencer up at Owen Withee tonight, 24-17 in another Eastern Clover Belt Conference girls matchup this evening. That game can be heard on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ. A baseline jumper for Elena Stry, and she knocks it down for Granton on the other end. And the Bulldogs have their third basket of the night. Dons to our right now. Bailey Niter on that left elbow. The Bulldogs are going to a 2-3 zone defense, and Columbus passes right through it. They find Morgan Albrecht on the back door. Albrecht from the right block lays it in for 2. She's got 9 to lead all scorers here tonight. Actually, she's tied with Byrell. And now a travel by Rhiannon Reimer on the other end, and the Bulldogs give it right back to the Columbus Dons as the Bulldogs check in Hannah Walter. Their big freshman post player is in there now. Dons have it to our right. Niter, top of the key, high post for Immerfall. Back out top to Bailey. Now Albrecht on the left wing. High post for Immerfall to Stratman on the left wing, picked off by Walter. Walter picked it off. Stratman tried to reach in to get it back, and she committed the reach-in foul there. Number 1 on Zoe Stratman, and the Bulldogs have the ball back. Good job by Walter there. Granton has the ball to our left. Reimer, top of the key. Ball on the floor now as Niter swats at it. Albrecht goes after it. Seafluth there as well. Kind of a 3-on-1. And possession. They call a jump ball. Possession belongs to Granton. So Reimer will inbound baseline now. She'll get it to Kayla Johnson on the near wing. Back to Reimer in the near corner. Now she'll pull up for 3. No good. Good look there, though. And Walter with the rebound. Backing down Stratman. Turns, shoots, no good. Rebound tipped out to the far sideline. Seafluth chased after it, then watched it go out of bounds. Tipped out by the Bulldogs. And the Dons will get the ball back. 13.5 left in regulation. Dons have it to our right with a big lead, 36-9 in this one. Dons work it inside for Immerfall. Turnaround jumper, no good. Johnson with the rebound for the Bulldogs, and they have it back to our left. By the way, NFL scoring update, the Minnesota Vikings have a 3-0 lead over the Dallas Cowboys. So early Vikings lead, Thursday night football. Stry on the other end goes to the basket, puts up a shot, no good. Stratman with the rebound. Cowboys only have that one loss on the year. See if the Vikings can pull off the upset. Dons on the other end. Niter in the lane. Shot up, shot good. 4 for Bailey tonight. 38-9. It's now a 29-point Dons lead with 12.5 to go in this one. Now a steal by the Dons. And who is that? That is who is that? Addie Byrell? Was that Albrecht? Didn't look like Albrecht. Yeah, that was Albrecht. Thought Addie Byrell had gotten into the game for a second. Albrecht with the steal, and she missed the layup. So she'll come out. She's laughing about it. Missed an easy one. Who's back in? Kendra Byral and Natalie Paspahala. So they have 4 of the 5 starters out there. No, 3 of the 5. Inside for Kendra Byral. She turns and shoots and scores again. 40-9 now. 12 minutes to play. Bulldogs back to our left. Johnson in the high post, turns and shoots, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Elena Stry, trying to save it before it went out. So Columbus gets it right back with 12 to play. Niter will take it up across the 10-second line. Bailey Niter, left wing for Seafluth, back to Bailey on top. Near side for Natalie Paspahala, high post for Byral. Looking inside for Stratman, it's not there. Back inside for Kendra, she'll turn and shoot. Off the glass and in for Kendra Byral. She's got 2 more, 13 now for Kendra to lead all scorers in this one. 42-9, the Dons really starting to run away with this one now. Walter on the other end. Tries to get it to Reimer on the far wing. Ball on the floor. Reimer hustles for it. Picks it up. Gets an outlet pass back to Walter. And the Dons were going for a steal, and there was a reach-in over there. That'll be on Zoe Stratman as Haley Rail checks back into the ball game for the Dons. And Niter will come out. Now the Bulldogs want to get Michaela Kleiman back into the ball game. Again, a scrappy little freshman out there. She can't be 5. Is she 5 feet tall? I don't think so. She is short, but she is quick, I'll tell you that. Here's a shot by Reimer, far wing, long 3, no good. And the Dons grab the rebound back to our right. Rail now, up the floor for Columbus, in the near corner. Inside for Stratman. Zoe now kicks it out to Paspahala. She tries to drive in. It's not there. She'll back out. Inside for Kendra Byral now. Still not there. Stride with good defense on the inside. Kind of a 2-3 zone look here by the Bulldogs. Byral, high post, now near wing for Paspahala. Back to Kendra. Up and under on Stride. Nope, it's not there. She'll kick it out to Seafluth. Back up top for Rail. Good defense by the Bulldogs here right now. Inside for Kendra again. Backdoor for Paspahala. To the rim, no good, but a whistle and a foul. And Natalie will go to the foul line with 10.5 to go in regulation. Good ball movement there by Columbus, but I'll tell you what, good interior defense by Stry and by Walter as well. That double post there keeping Kendra Byral away from the basket, but Paspahala at the line, and she'll knock down the first one. That's Natalie's first point of the ball game. And she'll get one more here. The second one, no good. Rebound tipped around, grabbed by Stratman. The Dons grab the offensive rebound in the lane for Byral. Kendra up and no good. Johnson with the rebound for the Bulldogs as Paspahala hits one of 2 foul shots there. And now the Bulldogs have the ball back with just over 10 to play. Stry on the near wing. Dribbles into the short corner here on the near side. Back up top for Kleiman. Stolen by Rail. Haley on the run out with the right hand off the glass and in for 2 more. And Rail puts another one in for Columbus. Haley Rail with 3 now. And the Dons extend their lead to 45-9 with just under 10 to play. Stry now on the near wing to our left for the Bulldogs. Stry out top for Kleiman. Right side, Reimer. Reimer working on Natalie. Reimer picks up her dribble. Inside for Walter. Has the step on Byral to the basket. No good. And the rebound grabbed by Seafluth. Outlet to Stratman. To Rail on the breakout with the right hand again. Haley one more time off the window and in for 2 more. And it's now a 5-point night for Rail so far as Coach Stry takes a timeout for the Bulldogs with 9:19 left in the ball game. We'll take it with him. More basketball from Columbus after this.
Drive a heavy truck, then you know V&H Trucks because we know what drives you. Whether it's septic, logging, material handling, or anything else that needs a tough truck, our second-to-none experienced sales staff has you covered. We agree with our friends at Western Star when they say the toughest part of any job should be your truck. So come see the sales staff at V&H today to get tough working for you. V&H, the driving force in heavy trucks and equipment.
At 1505 South Central Avenue, Marshfield, or vhtrucks.com.
Well, the Columbus Dons starting to run away with this one. 47-9 our score right now. Is just looking at the history between these two teams. And Columbus, let's see here. Columbus has a 20-game winning streak against Granton dating back to 2004. The Bulldogs won 6 straight before that between 2001 and 2004. And before that, Columbus won 4 straight, including a ball game back in 1974, and then 3 games in the 2000 and 2001 season. Must have met in the playoffs. Dons lead the overall series 24-6. Or they're 24-6 against the Bulldogs dating back to 1973 as play resumes following the Bulldogs timeout. The Dons have it to our right, just under 9 to play in regulation now. And Rail on the near wing. Inside for Marissa Immerfall, back to Rail. Now Katie Hall back inside for Immerfall, up and no good. Rebound tipped around. Immerfall gets it back to Niter on the far wing. High post for Immerfall, up top for Albrecht, and now Hall has it on the left elbow. Katie gives it to Bailey Niter on that left side. Now in the lane for Albrecht, puts up a shot, no good. Rail there with the offensive rebound again for the Dons. Back in the lane for Niter. Bailey shoots and scores. Bailey with her 3rd bucket of the night, and she's got 6. And the Columbus Dons now lead by 40, 49-9 with 8:13 left in the ball game. Dons have it back to the Bulldogs have it back to our left. High post for Walter. She'll shoot from there. Good, and the foul. Nice shot from the high post for the freshman, Hannah Walter. She knocked down the shot, and she was fouled on the shot. Chance for a 3-point play here for Hannah Walter. The foul was on Immerfall, number 2 on Marissa. And Walter at the line. And the foul shot is no good. Rebound grabbed, though, by Pongratz to keep it alive for the Bulldogs, and she gets it to Gardner. Now Stry tied up with Hall. A fight for the ball. Possession, Columbus. Good job by Katie Hall to go after that ball. Now, let's see. Taylor Tolpe back in there for the Dons, as is Mackenzie Hansen. Albrecht and Niter will come out. So Hansen out there with Tolpe and Stratman. Katie Hall is out there as well. And Marissa Immerfall is out there as well. The Dons have it to our right. Stratman on the right elbow. Tolpe up top. Now Hall on the left wing. Pass knocked away by Gardner. Scramble for the ball, and Stratman comes up with it. Dons keep it alive. Tolpe down low for Immerfall on the left baseline. Back out to Tolpe on the left wing. Now Immerfall gets it in the far corner. Front court to our right, the Dons have it. In the lane for Hansen. Now Stratman down low. Immerfall, right baseline shot. Blocked by Stry. Out of bounds to the Dons, but a big blocked shot by Elena Stry. That's her 2nd of the ball game. She's got some height, some length. Stratman on the inbounds to Immerfall, right baseline. And Marissa right up and in for 2 more. Off the inbounds pass from Zoe. 51-11, a 40-point Columbus lead with just under 6 to play in regulation. Bulldogs have it to our left now. Climbing inside for Stride. Turnaround jumper off the glass. No good. Oh, but the offensive rebound for Gardner. She puts up a shot. It was tipped out of bounds by... Thought that was hit by a Columbus player. They're going to say... That's what Coach Stride is saying. He's like, that shot was almost blocked and the ball went out of bounds. It should have been Granton basketball, but the Dons are going to get it. Front court to our right. Up top for Hall, in the lane for Hansen. Now Rail along the right baseline, inside for Hansen. Turnaround jumper over Walter, no good. And the rebound tipped out of bounds by Mackenzie Hansen. It'll be Granton basketball with just under 5 to play. 51-11. It's been all Marshfield Columbus in this Eastern Clover Bell Conference showdown here tonight on WDLB. Walter has it in the right corner to our left. She goes baseline over Hansen, no good. Tolpe with the rebound for Marshfield Columbus. Outlet to Stratman as they come back to front court right. Stratman across the 10-second line. High post for Hansen. Near wing Tolpe. She will shoot, no good. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Hall. Back down low for Hansen. Hansen sends it out to Tolpe. She'll shoot again, no good again. And another rebound by Hansen down low. Kicks it out to Stratman. 4 to play. Here come the Bulldogs back to our left now. Climbing up top. High post for Stry. She'll put the ball on the floor and take it to the rim. No, knocked away and stolen from behind by Rail. Boy, Haley Rail has had more steals tonight than I think anybody on the floor. Back down low for Hansen, up and no good. And the rebound on the floor. There's a scramble for it. I think Pongratz has it for Granton. I think Tolpe went after it as well. They're going to call jump ball possession Bulldogs. Who else is coming in? Annika Brown for Columbus and Addie Byrol. So Addie Byrol getting some playing time here at the varsity level. She's got some length, and so does Hansen. Stry going baseline on Byrol, and she lost the ball out of bounds. Rhiannon Reimer, the freshman, back in for Granton. Tolpe will bring the ball up. Near corner for Addie Byrol. Addison looking inside, gets it in to Hansen, steps around Stry. Nope, feeds it to Brown on the left block, puts up a shot, no good. And the Bulldogs have the loose ball back to our left with 2.5 left in the ball game. Reimer on the right wing to Stry. High post. Stry shoots from there and knocks it down. Nice shot by Elena Stry. She's got 5 tonight. 53-13. Don's still up by 40. Great chance for some of these normally junior varsity players for Columbus getting some playing time. Here's a reverse layup by Addie Byrol. Are you kidding me? Wow. Nice athletic move there. And then Hansen trips are going down to the other end to play defense. But Addie Byrol, a nice little reverse layup. She went under the basket, realized she was too deep, just flipped it up, and it went in for 2 for Addison Byrol. Nice play there by Addie. Good court awareness. She knew she was too deep. Now Stry on the other end for Reimer. Far wing, long 2, no good. Hansen with the rebound for Columbus. Outlet to Byrol. Up the left sideline. Up ahead for Taylor Tolpe. Looking at the future of Columbus basketball right here at the varsity level. Hansen and Byrol and Tolpe and Hall. And don't forget Annika Brown out there as well. Addie Byrol has it in the near corner. Inside for Hansen. Steps around Stry to the rim and in for 2. Nice move there by Mackenzie Hansen. She's got 4 in the ball game with a minute to play. 57-13 now. Marshfield Columbus with the lead. Kleiman top of the key. High post for Stry. She'll turn and put the ball on the floor. She'll go right to the rim. Off the glass. No good. Byrol with the rebound. Addie on the breakout the other way. Outlet pass to Brown. Now to Tolpe as they cross the 10-second line to our right. Taylor has it on the left elbow to Hall now on the left side in the lane for Hansen. Hansen hands it off to Byrell. Back to Hansen, left baseline to the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around. Hansen saves it before it went out of bounds, gets it to Hall. Hall hands to Tolpe, back to Hall on the left wing with 20 seconds in the ball game. Top of the key, Brown, a long two, no good, but she's fouled on the play. Annika Brown is fouled on the shot, and she'll be at the free throw line with 7.8 seconds on the clock. Really didn't need to shoot there, but heck, these JV players get a chance to play in a varsity game. Yeah, they want to shoot. So Brown at the line. The first one is off the front of the rim, no good. She'll get one more. The foul was on Jaden Gardner, her second personal foul. Now Kleiman goes out for the Bulldogs, and Johnson back out there. Second foul shot by Brown. That one no good. Rebound tipped around and tipped out of bounds by Byrell with 2.5 seconds on the clock. Should have stopped a little sooner, but that's going to be it. A 3 at the buzzer for Rhiannon Reimer. No good. And that will be the ball game. All Marshfield Columbus here tonight, 57-13. Our final score as the Columbus Dons now improve to 5-1, and they remain unbeaten in Clover Bell Conference play. The Dons are 3-0. After this one, the Bulldogs fall to 0-2 in the conference. Once again, our final score, Marshfield Columbus 57, and the Bulldogs of Granton 13. Stay with us for a summary of this one on our post-game report. That will include a conversation with Don's head coach, Rhonda Kading. That and more as our coverage of high school basketball continues next here on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com.
It's that time of year again. Crisp, cool nights, holidays coming soon, and flu season. This year, Marshfield Clinic is making it easy to get your flu shot, your best protection against the effects of the flu. Just stop into one of the many Marshfield Clinic primary care locations offering flu shots. No appointment necessary. Extended hours are even available at some locations. To find participating clinic locations and their hours of operation, visit marshfieldclinic.org/flu.
Whether the goal is to heat a room, entertain guests, or simply unwind and let the imagination run wild, nothing gives fire more style than a Heat and Glow fireplace. With a long-standing reputation for innovation and design, Heat and Glow offers the broadest spectrum of hearth products available today. Find the perfect fireplace stove or insert to complement your distinct style at fireplaces.com.
See the entire line of Heat and Glow options today at House of Heating, North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Business insurance. If you own a business, you need coverage. Talk to the experts at Schwartz Insurance. Over 90 years experience and 3 generations of family ownership. Let Schwartz manage your business insurance program. Schwartz Insurance. Be sure. Check out Schwartz at BeSureOnline.com. That's BeSureOnline.com. Or call 387-1130. Schwartz Insurance. Be sure.
The Marshfield Tiger Booster Club congratulates former Tiger softball standout Andy Varsho on being named the head softball coach at UW-Platteville. Andy assisted in the softball program at Wisconsin last year, also played pro softball and worked at Auburn University after ending her college career at Purdue. Congratulations again to Platteville softball coach Andy Varsho of Marshfield from the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club.
All right, back here at Columbus Catholic High School in Marshfield, the Columbus Dons get the win over the Granton Bulldogs tonight in Eastern Clover Bell Conference girls basketball here on AM 1450 WDLB. And the final score, Columbus 57 and the Granton Bulldogs 13. Mike Warren back with you from Columbus Catholic High School in Marshfield as the Dons improve to 5-1 overall, and they remain unbeaten in the Eastern Clover Belt Conference so far, and they're at 3-0, and Loyal right there with the Dons as well. And let's see, I was just going to check real quick to see who Loyal was playing tonight, so let's unravel this 13-page schedule here and see what we got. Loyal was not in action tonight. Okay, never mind. They had the night off. Spencer's up at Owen Withy. That game on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ. Colby is at Gilman tonight, and Neelsville is at Greenwood in Eastern Clover Belt action. And there was some boys action too tonight, some Western Clover Belt action. Thorpe is at Altoona tonight. Non-conference action, Pittsville is at Rib Lake. Edgar is playing at nope, that one was rescheduled. Oh yeah, that's right, because of the long football season for the Edgar Wildcats. They rescheduled that one with Marathon for January 30th. Port Edwards was playing at Athens tonight, and Assumption was up at Abbotsford in non-conference boys basketball action this evening. Just a reminder, we've got boys basketball tomorrow night here on WDLB. The Tiger boys are at De Pere, game time 7:15. Our coverage of that one gets underway at 7 o'clock tomorrow night right here on WDLB. Meanwhile, the Columbus Dons boys basketball team will be up at Spencer tomorrow night to face the Rockets. Game time 7:15. Our coverage of that one begins at 7 p.m. tomorrow night on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ. Well, let's see, the Granton Bulldogs, a tough time with the Columbus Dons of Marshfield tonight in this one, and Columbus comes away with a 57-13 victory here this evening. Leading the way, Kendra Byral, the senior, with 13 points for the Dons. She had 7 in the first half, 6 more in the second half, including 1 of 2 from the foul line tonight for Kendra Byral. Meanwhile, 9 points for Morgan Albrecht. 7 of those in the first half. 8 for Marissa Immer. So those were the leading scorers for Marshfield Columbus. And as we are working out the microphone situation here, we think we found one that works. Let's bring in the head coach of the Dons, Rhonda Kading, kind enough to stop by after this one. Coach, a very nice win for your team here tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got to play a lot of people, and we're just looking at the scoring here, and it was 11 different players scoring out of 13 players who got to play in this one.
Yep, we brought up some JV players, at least give them some time on the varsity court here and see what they can do and see where their abilities are matching up wise and everything. So it's nice to get these younger ones up there to see where their ability is, for not just for the coaches but for themselves.
All right, so what did you see from your team tonight?
Well, we were a little bit more patient on offense today. Less turnovers. I don't even know how many we had there. I didn't even look at the book yet. But at the beginning when we did our trap zone, the girls did a great job. There's a couple of things we just got to tweak yet, but we got to get more comfortable with it. And then on the offense side, I mean, we could have transitioned the ball more, but I just wanted to get our offense set up and work our offense a little bit more and look for the open layups.
Yeah. Well, and I thought, particularly what stood out to me is the offensive rebounding.
Well, you must have saw more than I did.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was. I mean, maybe Granton just wasn't going for the ball, but I thought they did a good job of. Maybe it was the defensive rebounding I'm thinking of, but
maybe it was probably mixing both. But
yeah.
Maybe I think Kendra kind of stands out in our point of view. When she was out on the floor, she was getting a lot of those rebounds and putting it back up.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. All right, so let's see. What did you see that you weren't too crazy about? Besides the rebounding, I guess. Anything else stood out?
Their pressure defense got a little bit better today. I told them that we need to really work on that because I want to get that drilled in their head that we can't be slacking off on defense. We got to be up in their faces and everything. And I thought they did a good job in denying the first pass and everything. And all around, I thought the team did pretty good today.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, and it's kind of nice in a game like this where the score is getting out of hand. You can play a lot of people. I mean, it's a lot to look at, but I think you kind of relish these opportunities, don't you, to see what exactly do we have on the bench and at the lower grades and at the JV level. Let's get them into a varsity game. And I suppose every coach, likes to have an opportunity like this, right?
Yes and no, because then it takes away from the varsity girls to work on things and that. But it's nice to get the younger ones in there to, like I said before, to see where their potential is, and so they don't get all nervous when the big time is. That you never know when one of our starters or whoever might get injured and we need to pull someone up. At least they'll be ready for it.
Right, yeah. And Kendra, like you said, had a pretty solid game. I thought she played well.
Yep, she really had the inside there and with the rebounds and that, and she was. You could tell that every game she gets comfortable being inside and putting the ball up strong. And I mean, we tell her during practice, you got to, as soon as you get it, you go up strong with it. And if it's on the defense side, just be strong and take care of the ball as you come down with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like
Mackenzie Ham as well. Some of these younger players out there, they look.
Oh,
She's got some length, and she's got a lot of athleticism as well.
She does. She had that reverse layup there, and
yeah.
You try to tell the older girls, you see the defense there do a reverse layup, but then you have a freshman that comes in and does it in front of them, so it's a little competition there.
A little embarrassing, right?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, right, for some of these older players, but she has some athleticism that she showed us tonight.
Yep.
All right, what else? Anything else you take away from a game like this where you're kind of blowing them out of the gym, a 44-point win? I guess it's just one of those games where you just kind of stick with, just work on some fundamental type things.
Yeah, it's mostly fundamental. That's where our defense. That's why I really want to work on the defense with fundamentals, ball pressure, getting up on the line, and this little stuff like that makes a big difference when you win the games.
Yeah. Well, and it's a conference win, so
yep.
You take them when you can get them, right?
Yes, you do.
All right, Coach. Well, let's see. You're back in action when? When's your next game?
Next Friday at Owen Withee.
Oh, so you got over a week off here.
Yep. So we have a week to prep for them.
Okay. Yeah, and they were. Let's see. They got Spencer tonight, and last time I checked, Owen Withee had a 24-17 lead, but that was at the halftime break. So that game could have gone either way by now. So.
Yep. Yeah, that'll probably be a good matchup there.
That'll be a good game for you guys.
Yep.
I think you'll really find out a lot next Friday night.
Yes, we will. We just have to be prepped and be ready for them.
All right, sounds good, Coach. We'll see you up there probably.
All right,
I think that one's. Let me check. I want to make sure that we'll see you up there. Do I have the schedule? No, I don't have that schedule that far in advance. I'm sure we'll see you there.
All righty. Okay.
Thanks for stopping by. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
All right, you bet. That's Rhonda Kading, head coach of the Columbus Dons, getting the win over Granton here tonight, 57-13, our final score. Stay with us. We'll have more from Columbus High School in Marshfield in just a moment.